Hey DIYers, I'm George from Alarm Grid. Today we're going to be going over how to get power to a Simon XT system. Now, if you bought the Simon XT system brand new, then it should have came with the actual system. It should have came with the 9-volt AC transformer, and it should have came with the cable needed to power on from the transformer to the panel. Now, this cable is an 18 gauge cable. I think it's 6 to 8 feet long, and one of the ends is actually has the spade connectors already spliced in, and then the other end is unfinished. I'm going to show you guys once we open up the panel. So I'm going to go ahead and just get right to it. So first thing we're going to want to go ahead and do is make sure the whole system is powered down, right? If it's brand new, nothing's connected, so you're starting off from scratch. First thing I'm going to do is get my spade connectors, my finish ends, and connect them to the terminals on the transformer. So I'm going to go ahead and plug it in here. You want to go ahead and secure it tight. You will need a screwdriver to get power, if you can't tell already. Boom, that end's connected. Connect the second end. Now, if the 6 to 8 feet long cable is not long enough for you guys, if you guys need to extend it, make sure that you guys do use an 18 by 2 gauge wiring and just connect it to the other end, which you guys are going to see in just 1 second here. So now that I have my spade connections connected to the terminals on the 9-volt AC transformer, I'm just going to double check to make sure that they're not loose, they're not coming off. That's good. Make sure you leave this unplugged for now. Yeah, so do not plug it in. Just leave it off to the side. The system, I'm just going to go ahead and swing it open here. And you're going to see I have the backup battery unplugged. And this is the other end of the cable, of the 18 gauge cable. So if you guys needed to extend it, this is where you guys would connect the other 18 gauge cable that you guys are using to extend. You would splice it into here, connect them, and then the other end would go plugged into the terminal bus. Now, just so you guys can see the terminal bus, I'm going to take it off the hinges. You'll see here there's two 9-volt AC in terminals. I believe that's 4 and 5. Yeah, so these first two terminals right here, that's where these are going to plug into. Now, since this is an AC transformer, you don't have to worry about getting positive to positive or negative to negative. You just have to connect the wires into the actual terminal bus on the Simon XT. So to do that, first thing I want to go ahead and do is just go ahead and bunch this stranded wire together, so it makes it easier for me to connect to the terminals. Now these terminals should be loose, so again, like I said, you just have to put it underneath the plate and then secure the terminal down. Go ahead and do the other one underneath the plate. Screw the terminal down. And remember, I have the AC transformer unplugged, so there should be no power going to the system just yet. Now, before we plug the actual AC transformer in, I need to connect this backup battery. Now, this one's going to give us a little bit of problems just because these two latches here make it a little difficult to take the battery out and to put the battery back in. But at least now you know the backup battery isn't going to fall out easily because of those two latches. So first thing you need to do, I'm just going to hold one latch out. I'm going to pull it out from the bottom, right? From the part that doesn't have, the part opposite of the actual connectors. Pull this back a little bit, take the end out, comes right out. Now you have a red and black connector, so you do need to make sure you connect it to the red and black on the backup battery. So I'm just going to connect the red here, and then the black connects to the black. Now what I'm going to do, I'm going to insert it top down. Actually, this is the part I was telling you that's difficult, right? If it's difficult for me, I'm sure you guys are going to have issues too with it. You want to make sure you try to get one end in first, and then the other one, if you can just pull back the latch a little bit, should make it easier to just snap in. The 2 wires are going to go on top, right beneath the latch here, so it locks into place. I'm going to go ahead and connect this back there. Make sure you latch the bottom plate onto the back plate, swing it up, locks into place. Now here it does look like the backup battery actually powered the system on. Usually the system does not power on until you got the AC transformer connected. So now I'm going to go ahead and connect this. Sorry. And as soon as I connected the AC transformer, it looks like the backlight, the blue light display came on. So it looks like the backup battery just powers on the system itself, but to get that backlight powered on, you do need to get the AC transformer plugged in. Now, real quick thing, one thing I forgot to mention here. While you guys are plugging the system in, make sure that you fish the wire through the small little hole here first. What happens is, if you don't fish the wire through the back plate, you just connect it to this, and then you put the back plate on, the wire can get caught in between the actual cover, the actual system, and the back plate itself, and it could cause a tamper issue because it won't allow the system to close properly. So make sure you fish it through the back plate, so that way everything snaps shut and there's no tamper of the cover of the system. Now, that was just a quick, easy way to get power to the Simon XT system. If you guys do have any more questions, you can email us at support@alarmgrid.com. If you guys found this video helpful, make sure you hit like underneath, subscribe to the YouTube channel, and enable notifications. That way, whenever we upload new content, you guys are notified. I'm George from Alarm Grid. I'll see you guys next time.